Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. I'm very happy to be here with you today. Um, we are going to dive right into your reading. I am in Florida, and we are experiencing on and off squally weather that can get kind of loud. So you may be able to hear it. I watched for a spot in the radar where I feel like it might be calm. So hopefully that holds through, but just know that we're okay. Everything's okay. So far, so good. And I just want to start my reading by thanking those of you who regularly join me, who have subscribed, who like, who share, who comment. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. I'm so grateful for your support. And to those of you who are new to the channel, welcome, welcome. I am very happy to have you here. Just keep in mind that these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And we have for Pisces, Ooh, communication, change, and leadership. Man, Pisces, you know, wow. A lot of change actually, well, change starts most of the time from within. And with this leadership, this is giving me the sense of action. It's giving me the sense of, I'm not out here talking about what I'm going to do or what I'm going to try to do. I'm over here taking whatever small step feels right, and I'm just doing it. Yesterday, ritual came up, and that is taking an action. That is a step, creating rituals, creating spaces, committing to yourself, committing to having boundaries, committing to, being introspective, connecting with yourself so that you are more fully present and you are living a more authentic life. That's what that really goes to help, and with this leadership, people recognize change within you, and sometimes they don't recognize it or validate it out loud, right? But sometimes you have an effect on the people around you when you what's coming to mind is to say step into your true power, but it goes so far beyond that, because it's even like stepping into your authenticity, or begin to really project the energy that these small changes have made. We don't see, like, for example, and this is really just an example that's coming to my mind, is that, if I say I'm going to lose weight, like if I go and say, oh man, I bought a bunch of health food, I'm on a diet, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to work on it, I'm going to try real hard. And then, I kind of don't follow through, or I keep showing up with the health food when I'm around other people, but when I go home, I'm eating pizza and chips and pop, and the people around me are struggling to see any change that's actually occurring. Or I'm going home and I'm actually really committing to a sense of health and well-being. And it's not about being perfect, and it's not about only eating celery and carrots and water. It's about a holistic approach to my health, and understanding that at times I am going to want a cookie, or at times I am going to not be in a place where it's easy for me to access, or I'm going to have a down day, or whatever. I'm human, but I'm not telling people, I'm not out there trying to get the validation for my words. I'm in here with myself, trying to do the best I can for this human body that I have, that needs cared for, right? That ages. That is the only thing that ages within me, or in this experience that I'm having, you know what I mean? And so I'm just, day after day, I'm making the right choice. I might get up 5 minutes earlier. I might go for a walk to start my day. Instead of having coffee, I might have, something else. I don't know, a smoothie. I don't know. Instead of using whole fat milk, I might use coconut milk or whatever the path is. But it's a commitment I'm making to myself, and it's not something that I'm seeking validation from the outside about. And then suddenly people around me are going, man, did you lose a couple pounds? Like, gosh, you look really good. You look so healthy. You look so vital. You know, at which time you can either say, oh, I'm not really intentionally trying to lose weight. I'm just trying to live. I'm just trying to, you know, have a sense of holistic well-being, or, you know what I mean? Like health. I'm just trying to be healthier, or I'm making healthier choices. Thanks for noticing, or whatever it is, you know? When we announce to the world that we are going on a diet, the world has an expectation of us, and we have an expectation of the world that they will notice right away any pound that we lose, and the world has an expectation of us that we are going to lose weight. And then if, you know, we have a down day or a down moment, or we decide not to stick to it, or something changes or whatever, and things fall apart and we don't lose any weight, then no one is judging, right? So there's just sort of this energy of, you have been in that mode of just doing the holistic healthy thing. You have just been doing it with yourself without talking about it, without needing validation, without needing anyone to notice. But it's like people around you are noticing. And when you do that, it's so powerful because it gives people the opportunity to observe for themselves what the changes are, and then try to implement them in their own life without, you know, their ego getting involved, without, you know, whatever. And some people will say, what are you doing? What is the secret? I need some of that, you know? But there is just this, it's just giving me this example. It's just giving me this feeling of, you know, you have changed. And I think, you know, as a result, people may be saying things out loud to you. Hey, Pisces, I've noticed this about you. Or, hey, Pisces, I've noticed that about you. Or, you know, how are you doing it? Or what are you doing? Also, I do feel like you have, this is a 3-3 energy. I feel that you have, communication coming in, and it may be a very specific communication. Let's go deeper. Yeah, it may be that a particular person is even noticing these changes in you. You know, Pisces, it's like you have gone on this like solo journey, or this, you know, it's kind of like acknowledging the importance of the relationship with the self, and what a mystery we can still be to ourselves, and what a mystery this experience can be. We can get really swept up into the, I've got to be here at this time, I got to go here, I got to do this, I got to do that. If I'm not moving in constant motion, then I'm not succeeding, then I'm not enough, I'm not doing enough, I'm not achieving enough, I'm not this, I'm not that. But especially for a sign like Pisces, there is this need to be with oneself. There is this need to have this space. And it feels like someone may have bolted from you, Pisces. You have this runner card here, and or they ghosted, or they, you know, I don't know, they didn't stick around to find out what could happen, you know, in the relationship. And I feel like that may have been a catalyst for you to kind of go on this journey, and for you to kind of commit to yourself. And it may have even been the purpose. It may have even been the soul contract of the relationship. Because you have this lessons energy here. And, you know, some soulmates come into our life to stay for a long, long time. And some come in to teach us lessons, or to, you know, kind of wake us up to a deeper experience of life. And you have, oh, sorry, I think I'm getting a delivery, or it's a neighbor. but there's this energy of learning lessons, of an opportunity to learn lessons. You have this inner child energy after that, which says playful, happy, enjoy the present moment, live to the fullest. You know, when you think of a child, right, there are kind of two modes that a child gets in. Well, I don't know, they're multifaceted as well, but you know, especially like a very young child, it's like everything is either okay and they're happy and they're playing and everything is fine, or it's like they're crying, they're upset, they're miserable, you know, something happened that has you know, disrupted the flow. And that's kind of like our own inner child in a way. It's like either our inner child is contributing to our ability to stay curious and stay playful and stay engaged in life, or our inner child is encouraging us to shut down because our inner child is wounded and hurting and crying and needs attention and needs comfort and needs us to pay attention to it. And with the lessons coming here next to this inner child energy, it's kind of like learning how to hear that inner child and the needs of the inner child and where the inner child is at, you know, and the importance of where, you know, where that inner child is at, because it is really going to contribute to how we are navigating. Are we self-sabotaging, or are we engaging in a positive and healthy way? And the inner child is something that we can, you know, like, I don't want to say work on, but it's something that we can learn a lot from, and that we can contribute to the well-being of. And I feel like Pisces, with this mystery energy going in and this inner child coming out, it's kind of like this journey into making peace with the inner child and to healing some probably childhood wounds. And it's all kind of because maybe someone abandoned you, or maybe someone left you in a state of confusion, or someone, you know, couldn't really live up to the potential of what was there. And it's kind of, it puts you on this path to kind of healing and health and well-being in whatever way that is. And I don't want to give this person too much credit, you know, because the credit is yours, Pisces. You know, whether we choose to just be wounded or whether we choose to rise up and be a wounded healer, that is our choice. And you have made the choice to be the wounded healer, Pisces. And that takes strength, and it takes courage, and it takes bravery, and it takes a lot of courage and strength to go straight into it and to face it and to not be afraid of it and to say, I'm willing to find out whatever lives here. And as a result, it's like you have learned so much about life, and you are moving into a new life cycle. Now, does it have more to do with the past person, other than maybe they were the catalyst for you to take you? They were the person that created the wounding in this moment, that caused you to say, you know what, I think I need to do a deeper dive in my life, or I need to spend some time here by myself figuring this out. I don't know. Let's see what we get here. Yeah. Wow. You know, Pisces, yeah, look at this. Man, you guys are getting, there are so many cards in this deck. I don't know if you can see this, but I mean, there are a lot of cards that say a lot of things, and this is just pretty incredible. So I do think that this person is in regret, this past person. I think that they are watching your social media. Again, this is hearkening to that leadership energy where it's like, people can tell, especially when you're silent, but you're just making changes in your life and you're putting the focus on your own health and well-being. People can tell. It comes out in the things you say. It comes out in the things that you go out and do. It comes out it comes out in every way. It's even in the radiance in your skin and the sparkle in your eye. It's just in every aspect of your life. People can tell, people can see it. And with this leadership energy and this checking your social media, it may even be that this past person has been watching you thrive, has been watching you rise, has been watching you succeed. And, you know, they know you were hurt. They know that, you know, when they walked away, they may not have done it in the right way, or they may have done it in a very poor way. But it feels as though they're watching your success or your rise or your yeah, I don't know what other words to use. With the let it go, you know, it's not that time really heals all of our wounds. Really, it's not. It's that our wounds are healed through conscientious effort, through not being afraid to look at them, to not being afraid to let stuff bubble up to the surface. You know, I've shared with you, like, little moments that I'll have a memory of, this happened to me. And it's just an opportunity to let it go. It's an opportunity to release it. You know, that was an experience. That experience is over. That experience passed. I learned from that experience. There is absolutely no reason for me to carry that around with me anymore. There is no reason for me to try to spend my energy suppressing feeling that. Like, I just need to feel it and let it go. And it feels like, Pisces, you have been releasing and releasing and releasing and releasing old wounds, old experiences, old burdens that really aren't serving a purpose and that there is no need to carry. And, you know, this is healing when you give yourself the space to just be and to not feel like you need to control anything and to not feel like you need to work toward an end, or that if you are taking a rest, you are somehow inadequate or inferior or not doing everything that you could or whatever. Resting is an important part of life, and it is the part of life where we are still enough for the things that have been buried deep within us to have the opportunity and the space to, like, come up, for us to just say, oh, I observe you. I can't believe I've been carrying you around all of this time. How crazy. You know, I mean, it's not even like crazy, but like, wow, now I can free myself of this really unnecessary, unimportant thing, or, you know, thing that just really has no relevance in my current state or condition. And I can say, you know, okay, bye. You know, I heal you, inner child. And as we do that, we are removing the weight on our own inner child. We are removing those burdens from our inner child. We're giving our inner child more space to get into that playful, harmonious, emotionally free, present moment living, dwelling being, you know? And with us seeing clearly, the more things we release, the less clutter we have, the more clearly we're seeing things. And, you know, it all begins with loving yourself. Everything is built upon that foundation. And, you know, you gave yourself the opportunity to really rediscover yourself and to allow change to take place and to heal and to, you know, pay homage to the mystery of life and to the mystery of everything that has come before now and wherever it is leading you. But what you've done is created space for a new beginning. This person may be reaching out to you. I do feel like they've been stalking you. I do feel like they've been seeing your improvement, and they may be reaching out to you. Even if just to say, you know, congratulations. I don't know why congratulations, but even if just to say, man, you know, I see all the changes you've made in your life. It's very impressive. Whatever. Almost some kind of recognition there. Wow. I love this card in this deck. It's the Death card. Oh my God, Pisces, Lord have mercy. This is exactly what I've been saying. I mean, I don't even know, like, it's almost as if the cards listen to you, you know? But in this particular deck, the Death card is death and rebirth. It actually even says it on the card, and it just, that is a very transformative energy, you know? It's different than just saying death, you know? And with this card, you know, you can see that sun or that moon or that light rising above the trees, and, you know, just this explosion of all the infinite possibilities that exist. And with the Six of Wands coming out with this energy, it is the recognition, it is the success, it is the victory of this transformation and the newness of who you are emerging back into the world. And the Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck, this is the representative of all that healing, all of that wounding that you have let up and let out. You know, when you, in this card, I love it because, you know, she's almost like screaming out in the pain of it. But that screaming out is actually a release. It's a physical release. Our voice has energy, it has vibration. And when we do that, we really are letting out from the pit of our being that agony that just doesn't need to stay inside. You know, it is the physical release of that energy. And with the Nine of Pentacles underneath this Three of Swords, we're releasing ourselves from the things that have held us back, and the heartbreak and the suffering that have, you know, kind of had a hold on us, or have been sort of guide maps of how far we're willing to go in any direction, in favor of this energy of, you know, day in and day out, making a healthy and wholesome choice to live our best life. And all of those choices adding up to this moment of independence and vitality, and, you know, employment of the law of attraction of, you know, like brings like. And when you put this effort in and you get yourself to this place, people recognize it. People see that in you. And it does make you a leader. It does make you, you know, someone who people look to, like, how did you do it? You know, one minute you were, you know, crying and confused. Man, look at that. I shuffled the deck and the Death card. Scorpio season might be intense, Pisces. That's right. I'm going to do that 3-month reading. Okay, I'm going to do it. Oh my gosh. Look at all the repeat cards. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you guys, the Death card is being clarified by the Seven of Wands in reverse. You know, this is like letting go of everything that blocks you. It's also letting go of the concept that life is in attack on you and that you constantly have to defend yourself and hold your ground. It's letting all that energy go. That energy comes from a place of wounding, and it comes from a place of, I need to defend myself. I can't be vulnerable. I don't want to suffer anymore. It's one of these tethers in the way in which our own wounding kind of guides us and holds us in a place of what is possible and what is not possible. And we're breaking free from that. With the Six of Wands being clarified with the Knight of Wands, it is this energy of, it's even the recognition that people have of you, that you are now someone who goes after what they desire. You're unafraid. And you do what you're attracted to, what you feel guided and moved to do, and what is in an alignment with your true passion and your true authenticity with the Knight of Wands. With the Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck, yeah, people are taking notice. People are seeing an energy shift within you. And look at all these wands. There's a lot of passion here. And it's your own passion for your own life, but it's also other people's passion towards you because you are living in your authenticity. You know, when you live in your authenticity, people are extremely attracted to you, or people are extremely jealous of you. You know, it's kind of one or the two. And you know, you can tell, and the moment you can tell if someone is like enamored with you, you can become enamored with them because they too are like that, or they are seeking or striving to be like that. If someone is jealous of you, you know, go the other direction. It's absolutely impossible for you to have a relationship with someone who's jealous of you. All right. Pisces, you're flirting with a bunch of possibilities here. Look at this. it's kind of one of those things where everything hasn't been revealed to you yet. You are looking at, okay, this is a possibility, this is a possibility, this is a possibility, but and you know, I could make this choice, or I could make this choice, or I could make this choice, and there's a sense of, you know, wanting to make the most of this choice. You know, you worked hard to get to this place to have options, and now it's like, I want to choose correctly, right? And with the moon, there's always just so much that's unknown. There's always just so much that, you know, we don't know what's coming, right? We don't know what is happening. But when we choose what we truly desire out of a space of courage and confidence, wow, yeah, my God, there is a major decision coming here, because you are getting a huge opportunity, Pisces. Wow. Wow. When we choose from a place of, I'm choosing out of love, I'm choosing out of desire, I'm choosing out of passion, I'm choosing from the space of inner child that is playful and curious and willing to fail, or willing to, you know, just go out there and see what comes. You know, you are choosing from the most empowered place, and you're going to make the most of this brand new cycle. So let's see. And the universe is providing you with a solid and stable opportunity here. I feel like this one's kind of obvious. We've got Nine of Pentacles again. Seven of Cups clarified by the Seven of Cups. Options, 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 Pisces. Your life can go in a million different ways at this point. With the Moon card and the Ten of Wands, the only burden, the only thing stopping you is fear and illusion of the unknown. That is the only thing that can stop you here. You have a multiple viable good options here. And the thing is, you're operating from a place with the Nine of Pentacles where truly you could make good on anything, where truly you could find success almost anywhere. And if you don't chase things, if you allow the thing to come to you, because the Nine of Pentacles represents the law of attraction, you're attracting something that is in a vibrational harmony with where you are currently at. Okay, you have the Nine of Swords basically coming out sideways. You have the Star and the Knight of Swords with the Two of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Pisces, someone feels like you're getting away from them. Someone feels, I feel very much like, you know, you are completing very different cycles. You have the Nine of Pentacles twice, and this person has the Nine of Swords. But this person, you know, it may be that fear is the motivating factor for this person. It may be the fear of losing everything that they've ever wanted that's causing them to rush in. This is someone who, I think, you know, with the Two of Pentacles, this is always my card for the choice between love and fear. And with the Nine of Swords here, it's clear what this person has been choosing. They've been choosing fear over and over and over and over again. With the Knight of Swords, this is kind of that energy of, I cannot sit in this energy of fear. I have to move faster than it. I have to outrun it. I have to outpace it. I have to act without really thinking. I have to just go for it. Otherwise, I'll stop myself. Otherwise, I'll always be stuck in this stagnant back and forth of should I or shouldn't I. So it feels like someone is coming forward to speak their truth, and that is that you are what they really desire. I mean, it's something that I feel like you have prayed for, wished for, wanted at some point. Maybe not now. Maybe you are in a different energy now, and maybe this person is really picking up on that. But this person knows their window of opportunity is definitely closing, which is why they're coming forth so fast. This person, wow, was really afraid of true collaboration, or, you know, they were afraid. It may even be that there was some conversation about where this could go or what is possible through this connection. And it may have come to the place where this person really needed to offer something solid and stable, and this person wasn't able. Fear got in the way. It may even be that this person may have felt that if they agreed to this collaboration and then they couldn't hold up their end of the bargain, they would end up losing you anyway. And so if they never tried and failed, then or failed you, if they instead sort of ghosted or ran away from the situation before this offer came, or before the time came to put the work or effort into this collaboration, then it would even be that they never had to sort of face that, or disappointing you, or not being good enough, or being rejected because they failed in their part of the bargain. So they just failed before they ever even tried, kind of energy. With the Eight of Pentacles, though, on the bottom of the deck, it was, I think, a big wake-up call to this person. And it may have set them into motion, into a place where it was like, okay, I need to work hard on my own. I need to work hard on myself. I need to get to a place where I can honestly go into a collaboration like that and know that I can hold up my end of the bargain. You got the Fool and the Knight of Cups with the Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck. This is someone that I feel you haven't heard from in a long time. There's been some period of separation, some period of like not speaking. I feel like, you know, with the Fool card here again, and I got this impression with the Knight of Swords, there's this feeling of like, I got to do it now. My window of opportunity is closing. This gut instinct of like, it's now or it's never. And you know, there's never been a better day than today to like take the leap of faith. With the Knight of Cups, it's like, I do feel like, you know, this person's intention is to be more emotional, or be more authentic, or be more honest about their feelings. And it is their feelings that they are really allowing to move them, to make them answer this call. With the Knight of Swords, this is that energy of I got to stay in front of fear, I got to outrun fear. But with the Knight of Cups and the Fool card clarifying it, there is more behind it than that. And this person, they're coming to this place not by being forced into it, and not by being given some kind of ultimatum or something like that, but by coming to this conclusion on their own. And whether or not this is a big deal to you, Pisces, it does feel to me like it holds a space of importance for them, that they went back and forth as many times as they needed to kind of come to this place where it's like, okay, I got to take action. 2 nights, you know? Man, oh man. So this person definitely has been spying on you on the social media or whatever, however way they could, if they could, they have been doing it. With the Page of Swords on the bottom of the deck, you do have 2 pages and 2 knights, which may mean that this person may sense that there is someone else in your energy field, someone new coming in, someone who is coming in that's equipped differently than they are. They may energetically sense this, or they may know this based on social media. It can be with the Page of Swords and the Page of Cups that they're actually seeing something that's kind of letting them know that someone may be coming for you, and they don't want to miss this opportunity. They are seeing your value. They are seeing your worth. They are seeing you as a person that really nurtured them. They are seeing themselves as someone who probably wasn't ready to handle it. And I think they are ready to sort of admit and acknowledge this at this point. With this flying pig, I don't always notice it in this card, but when I do, I always feel like this is something that you really felt would never happen. You know, when pigs fly. You just thought this person's never going to really admit or acknowledge this, or show up. Or possibly even get it together because they were so discombobulated. Yeah. Dang, man. So the Page of Cups is being clarified by the Two of Swords kind of coming out sideways, which for me is someone who was stagnant, someone who didn't really want to see, someone who was emotionally blocked and was really cut off and was really afraid of suffering. It didn't want to open themselves up to be vulnerable in any kind of way. This is changing. This person, it may have even been like, well, I can't really decide, or I don't really know what I want, or, you know, those kinds of things may have been something that this person said. And I do think this person is apologizing. I think they are apologizing for really kind of being disconnected from themselves, or not having the courage of their own convictions. But Pisces, with the Queen of Pentacles being clarified by the freaking Sun, it's like you are this person's happiness. You are the person who offered them stability and strength and a sense of abundance and a sense of happiness in their life. With the Seven of Pentacles, I think this person is fearing that they have waited too long. You know, it has been a while, and it may have taken a while for the seeds that you planted to come to a place where they were really ready to become aware of them, or really ready to hear them, or really ready to see them, or allow them to take root. This person, I feel like they may feel like you're getting a lot of attention, or there may be like a lot of focus on you right now for some reason, Pisces. Pisces, they've had time to think. They've had time to get a new perspective. They've had time to figure themselves out, figure this connection out. They have figured it out. Wow. Woo-wee. It's interesting because you got seeing it clearly in these blue cards, and now with this Hangman, I'm getting they're seeing it clearly. It's almost as if they're saying, I understand why this couldn't have worked out in the past, or why I wasn't ready for it in the past. It's like all becoming very clear to me. Now as I look back on it, I look back on the way that I was feeling, or how this is the first relationship that really challenged me, that really wanted me to step up to be more than I had ever been. And I didn't really know how to do that. And I needed this space. I needed this new perspective. I needed this time apart to kind of figure that out, to get it kind of clear in my head. And with the Judgment card and the Two of Wands, this is someone really clearly making a choice. This is someone who's saying to you, I have considered my future. I have considered what my future looks like with you, and I've considered what my future looks like without you. And I want to be with you. You know, with the Judgment card, this is like, I want another chance. I want to try to resurrect this. With the Devil on the bottom of the deck, I am just going to take one on the Devil. But what this is giving me is like, I have faced my shadows. You know, I have seen so clearly with the Hangman, all these things that I let hold me back, that I let control me. Yeah, Page of Pentacles is your clarifier, and this is for me a spiritual lesson. Wow, with the Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Wands on the bottom of this deck, which is talking about, you know, this is where you see the results of your manifestation. Maybe you manifested over and over again for this person to come back. Maybe you stopped manifesting it a long time ago, and maybe now they're showing up. Maybe now they're serious. The Four of Wands can talk about marriage. It can talk about, you know, long-term foundational relationship. And maybe they're ready. Maybe they're like, you know what, I want you in my future, and I know that for sure. And here it is. Here's where we do that, or here's the opportunity. With the Queen of Wands, I am sort of feeling like this person thinks that you have someone else in your life, or that you are getting a lot of attention from other people. And that it may even come from this, where they're like, yeah, the thought of being without you, or having to watch you be with someone else, it's like it became just, it was the straw that broke the camel's back. It was the thing that overburdened them to the place of action. Okay, Pisces, let me get you some messages here. Wow, I can actually see blue sky. Crazy. I mean, the hurricane is still hundreds of miles away, but I can see blue sky out my office window here. All right. So if you're dealing with a water sign, you're getting balance. One person is giving too much to this relationship. Your soul remembers this intense connection. This connection is passionate but not enduring. Some distance will help bring clarity. If you're dealing with a fire sign, I saved your texts and messages. I still have feelings for you. I compare others to you, and I don't know what comes next. If you're dealing with an earth sign, I still feel the pain. I don't know why this happened. I look for you everywhere. You inspire me. I see life differently now. I miss hearing your voice. And if you're dealing with an air sign, We need to let each other go. Financial challenges are affecting this connection, and you are safe and divinely guided, and everything will unfold in divine timing. This is what I have for you, Pisces. I hope it helps. I hope it brings you some peace and clarity. If it does, let me know. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I really appreciate all of you. And I'm sending you off with all my very best, and my fellow Floridians and everybody in the path of this hurricane. Stay safe. You're in my prayers, and gosh, see you on the other side. Bye-bye.